What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another video lesson, and today I'm going to talk about penny stocks and the best penny stocks to trade today. I'm going to talk about the one trade I did today that was honestly a 10-second trade that I made an easy $180 on. Now, it's not a big win by any means. Honestly, this was one of the worst stocks you could have played today, but I did call out 3 or 4 stocks today, and one of them went up $1 per share. I didn't get into it just because I was a bit too late and didn't want to chase it, but same pattern on all of them, and it looks like we're getting the volume back in the penny stock market. We're getting that nice morning spikes. There's nice low float runners. So, you know, going into March, hopefully we're going to see some renewed volatility, and hopefully we'll see those big wins again. But I'm not going to force anything, you know. I'm going to take it slow, and as I regain my consistency with these low float spikes, I'm going to add into my position more and more to grow my account. But a bunch of traders in my chat room did amazing today. Actually, one of my mentorship students, Ben, he just had his biggest win today. He made $600 in a single day, and he made back his initial investment into the mentorship in one day. So that just is a huge proof of how powerful the mentorship can be once you apply the patterns and lessons that I teach, and you work your ass off, because he's been studying 10-15 hours every single day. So just Ben, shout out to you. You're doing an awesome job. I can't wait to see how March treats you. And yeah, so let's just get right into this lesson. The stock that I traded was CHCI. The ones that I called out were AKER, that had a nice pop today. What else was it? AHPI was the one that ran massive, and then MBVX also had a quick pop that I missed. So actually, first let's just bring up my my watch list that I post every single morning before the market open. You can watch and make this watch list live if you join the live stream. So here is my watch list. There's AKER, MBVX, TEUM, and ABIO. And let's just go over these stocks real fast and see how they did. But first, if you don't know, every single day I give away $25, and it goes to a random commenter from the previous video lesson. So we're going to check out who that is right now. All you need to do is leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment down below, and you'll enter into the raffle. So here is Chicken A. He says, thank you for your videos. What is more profitable to you, crypto or penny stocks? For me personally, I'm much more profitable with penny stocks, just because I do that way more often. Honestly, I don't trade crypto that much. I'm mainly a swing trader of crypto. Now, I have made a lot of money with crypto, but over the trading career, I've made more money with penny stocks. And they both have their pros and cons. I would recommend crypto in this time frame. Don't day trade it as much. I would say it's better to swing trade the big coins. If you don't know about my video last night, I talked about how to swing Bitcoin and its levels of support and resistance going into the next week. And I highly recommend, if you're interested in crypto, check out that video. Posted it last night, and you should get some good value out of that chart analysis. So Chicken, make sure you send me a YouTube message with your PayPal email address, and I'll get that $25 sent to you right away. So CHCI, why did I trade this? How did I know to trade it? And just what was my thought process in trading it? Let me just get open trade ideas real fast, just so we can look at the low flow movers scanner. This low flow mover scanner is hands down the best tool I've ever had when it comes to trading penny stocks. Let me just go into the history real fast. And let's just look at some of these stocks. So it's going all the way back into the morning. So here's the market open, and we had MBVX pop up first. So let's look at MBVX. MBVX, as you saw, that was on my watch list. So right when I saw MBVX pop up, I recognized it immediately. So MBVX, I've typed up in real fast. And I didn't want to get into this one because it doesn't have history of huge spikes, but the chart deceived me because this is actually $1 per share in these pops. I didn't look at the scale of the chart. I know that sounds like a dumb move, and it kind of is a dumb move, but I didn't look at the scale, so it didn't seem like it had very big runs to me. So once I saw this running up, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I did call it out in my chat room, and then you know, right when I pulled it up, it was spiking up, you know, 60 cents per share, and that would have been a very awesome run. So after I saw that, I was like, okay, looks like we're gonna have a couple of nice low flow penny stock runners, because yesterday we had RKDA and that one did a halt spike. So let me just bring up RKDA. This was yesterday, had a massive run from the 5s up to the mid 7s, and you know, we haven't seen it play like this ever since January. All of February was pretty much dead in the low flow penny stock market. There were not that many runners, not that many spikers, and nothing was getting that follow through. But recently, in the past 2-3 days, we're finally seeing that momentum. We're seeing the volume. We're seeing these stocks run 100-200% in a single day. So right now is a time that we need to just buckle down and capitalize on these plays, because as we all know, it's not going to be around forever. You know, this volume and volatility and just these huge spikes are not going to be around forever. So as we have them right now in our grasp, we have to be more aggressive, and we have to be able to just willing to get in on these plays and get out real quick for that nice profit. So after I saw MBVX, my mentality was, all right, awesome. Next low float play that I see, I'm jumping into it. And then if we just go back to the low flow movers, CHCI was the next one. So this is the one I traded. I traded CHCI. I bought 2,000 shares at $2.16. And this one was actually the worst one to play because it had almost no follow through. So by the time it popped up on the scanner, it was right here at 215. So I got in at 215 with 2,000 shares, popped up to 230. It found massive resistance. There were huge sellers at 230. So that made me a bit worried. So right when I saw those massive sellers, I immediately took 1,000 shares off. I sold 2,000 shares at $2.24. So right there, made around 9 cents per share on 1,000 shares. That's around 90 bucks. Not a big win, but you know, nice and solid. The next 1,000 shares, I held it for a tiny bit longer, but it just wasn't getting that volume. So I let go of the rest. The next 1,000 shares at $2.25. So made just around 180 bucks on this trade after commissions, and this ended up being the last one I traded. And as you'll see, it was the worst one to pick because the one after this was AHPI, and this one was the best runner. And I kind of regret not getting into this, but the reason why I didn't hop in on this one was because it was 1 minute after my CHCI trade, like legit 1 minute after, and I just wasn't prepared to trade that quickly. So bringing up AHPI, let's look at the daily chart first. So AHPI, when it popped up on the scanner, it was at $4. If we look at the daily chart, you can see we have a very nice multi-month breakout here at 383. So having a low float runner on a day like today with a multi-day breakout like this, that's a solid buy signal. And it was kind of a rookie mistake on my end not to buy this, because I was even saying in my live stream, wow, AHPI multi-day breakout, this is likely going to run up higher, but I just was reluctant to buy. I'm not really sure why. I had something inside of me just made me not want to, so I didn't want to force anything. But at the same time, it was a solid play, and I should have gone into it because I knew that this was going to be a big runner. So there's the breakout at 383, and let's look at the intraday chart, and you can see AHPI just kept on running up higher and higher and higher. It squeezed up 60 cents per share after the alert and got halted. So once I saw that halt, I knew, okay, this is going to be a huge runner, and it's most likely going to gap up $1 per share. So the halt was 10 minutes long. We wait the halt out, but I was saying to not buy after the halt because it's very dangerous to buy after the halt. At that point, it's a complete gamble. You never want to buy after the halt of these morning spikes. The best place to be in is before the halt and sell into the halt spike. At that point, you have, the best odds of success and, really just the hugest or largest margin of profit, because had I bought AHPI when it popped up on my scanner, I probably would have been executed at around 20 cents or so. And after this pop, I would have sold half my shares just to lock in that nice 10%, and then the other half I would have sold into the 5s, and that would have been a very nice one. That would have been over 600 bucks, because I likely would have bought 1,000 shares. But I can't just reminisce on what could have happened. All I need to do is just recognize what I did wrong, and on the next play, once we have another low float stock breakout of multi-day highs during a morning spike, I'm getting into that one. So there's AHPI. It unhalted, gapped up higher, but then it couldn't go any higher, and it's collapsed, and it was done for the day. And then at that point it was just very illiquid and not tradable. You never want to trade these halt type plays midday and late here, because it's a pure pump and dump. There's no reason why it ran. It had no news, no catalyst. It was just pure momentum buying from us day traders. And once the run is done, it's dead for you. You want to ignore it. So a couple of other plays that popped up, well, not popped up. One more play that was good today was AKER. Now, we've been watching AKER for the past week or so, and AKER had a massive sell-off in the afternoon. You can see that this is pure panic selling. This is not rational selling at all. This is driven by pure panic, and at some point this bounce is gonna happen. And if you look at the 30-minute chart, so if we look at AKER in the 30-minute chart, you can see that not only was this dip based on a nice mental resistance of that $0.50, that nice round number of 60 cents, but two, on the spike on the 22nd, it topped out right at that $60 or 60 cent level. So if you just had that trend line on there, the horizontal trend line of that obvious resistance level of 60 cents, then it would have been a clear buy entry. Now, by the time I got back to my computer, I was looking at AKER 5 minutes past its bottom there, and I didn't want to get in because I didn't get the best entry. And of course, this bounced up like 16 cents, which is a very strong move on a stock like this. It bounced up 23% in 22 minutes, which was a very awesome move. So congrats to whoever got into that play. And then of course ABIO was a very nice runner in the morning, just based on the fact that it broke over this 75-cent level that it gapped down to. So that nice obvious breakout level of 75 cents, buy the breakout of 75 cents, and then you're on a nice run. Of course, it was a little bit choppy here, so you'd have to manage your risk accordingly, but you can see that this was a very strong run. Ran up all the way to almost $1, but then it got very choppy and was done for. So not a big profit today, but I'm glad I was able to lock in a solid profit following my rules and my plan. And we're gonna see what we can do tomorrow. Hopefully we're gonna have some more low float plays, but we did have a massive sell-off on the overall market. The Dow Jones closed down 1.5% on the day, so that is kind of scary, but we'll just see how that goes tomorrow. We're just going to take it day by day, trade by trade, and try to end March on another green note. So hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment down below for a chance to win 25 bucks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.